Hi mate.
Hey mate, how you going?
Good.
Welcome to Race Nutz Megastore, home of the fabulous Hyper Stimulator, and amongst other things, Ferrari shirts for ladies. Oh, and a G-string as well. Welcome. My name is Ian. We're located here at Mermaid Beach on the Gold Coast, which is just down from the casino, about 4 streets on the right hand side, and we're open 6 days, and on the 7th day, not only do we rest, but we also have racing simulators. Although they're on every day, it's just that on the 7th day you can make a booking and have a great time with 4 of your mates. Link up together and race V8 supercars, Nissan Skylines if you're a hoon, or for the guy that loves real European cars, Ferrari 550 Maranello, of course in Formula 1 and Indy cars also available. But welcome to the Race Nutz Megastore. It's small, it's compact, a bit hot in here, but so is a race driver's cockpit. Hot. I was just actually packing this big frame here ready for a customer of mine in Tasmania. Look at this one. This is a custom made frame, limited edition, 1 of 1. See down the bottom here? Race Nutz limited edition 1 of 1. And this is signed by Dick Johnson, the legend of Ford, the late Peter Brock, tragically we lost him in 2006, and the legend of Ford before Dick Johnson, Alan Moffat. But this frame you can see here has around about 15 different photographs of history of the Bathurst legends. Of course, in them days it was 500 miles, now it's 1,000 kilometres, and everything from a Nissan Bluebird to a Charger, BMW, Ford and Holden, and even into the wall here in the little 29C. And of course up the top there is the great Peter Brock driving the 25 car when they swapped cars in 1983. But these sort of frames I can design and make them to suit what your love of what drivers are. There's this particular one, and we also do anything specialised. So for example, this one's just on Fords. This guy, signed again by a number of different drivers. And then I do individual drivers. So for example, here's just Dick Johnson on his own. So this is the quality of the work that I do with its own personalised plaque, with all the history and so on. And look at that, even a very young Stephen Johnson. Amazing, isn't it? But anyway, on top of that, we do model cars. I've got everything from V8 supercars to the average Australian hoon car, the great Commodore, and that's a VT I think from memory, that particular one. For the Formula 1 fan, Lewis Hamilton and the McLaren 2008 Formula 1 champion. Smaller cars where you can put them into these little cases here, and you can put little pit crews and garage settings all around the outside. To the great Peter Brock, this is the 05 winning car from 1984. The interior detail from seatbelts to leather seating to stickers on the dashboard and full engine completeness is incredible. Just look at that. Absolutely amazing. On our website, that's www.racenutz with a Z, that's racenutz.com.au. You can see pictures of all of these and packages as well. And look at this particular package. This is one that I've done of the Peter Brock and John Harvey pit crew setting at Bathurst. It's actually nothing official, it's just a one-off that I've made, and I've used all the tools, accelerators and jacks and all the little guns and the mechanics and so on, and all I've done is taken mechanics and painted them up red and white, added all the Marlboro stickers and decals to the cars and also around the outside, and you've even got Harry Firth in the back there. He's the guy that steered the great Peter Brock to with many of his victories in the old days until they went on to be HDT. And on top of that you can also buy the truck. Look at this truck I've made here. This is a ripper. Bring the camera around here, Julian. This is a HDT Holden dealer team truck. Limited edition of 6 only, and I've made these simply for the era of those 2 cars. Because in these days they probably didn't have a truck as good as this, but each one's been done with specific stickers to suit that era, from Marlboro to the driver's names. You've got Brock Perkins here, Harvey Parsons there. On the other side it has Brock and Perkins in that format, and on this side, on that side, sorry, it's got then Parsons and Harvey just there at the bottom. So that's how that works. Cool. Ford clocks, just here. Little badges, stickers, Michael Schumacher tributes for the Formula 1 fans, patches at the top here. Amazing range of limited edition, very hard to get patches from the great GTR XU1 to Holden, and of course, obviously Ford, Dodge, Heartbeat of America. Everything from a Cadillac to a Porsche. For those that are into planes, I do these little die-cast passenger planes from this size 1 to 400. through to a much bigger size in a Concorde, and of course even a space shuttle of the Columbia. And then of course when you look at really high quality NASCAR product, trucks which are the transporters that are 143 scale. Does everybody understand scales? Let me explain what a scale means. This one here, this is a great Porsche in Exoto. That's the brand name, fully detailed, but that's called 118 scale. And what that means is, if you put 18 of these on the ground, say 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 17, 18, 18 long, that means that's the length of a real car in real life. So we call it 1 in 18 scale. Just like that truck, we call it 1 in 43 scale, same principle. So that car just there, that slot car, which we do as well, of Russell Ingles V8, that one up the top here, that one is 132 scale, so 32 of them would make the real car in his V8 supercar.
Cool. So you seem to have lots of clothes and heaps of models out here too.
All the way through here. Actually, the great thing about Race Nutz, we only sell genuine product. There's a lot of fake stuff on the market, so a lot of stuff I've got here is one-off. There's an old Marcus Ambrose T-shirt, the 2003 Series Champion. Through to the great Peter Brock, we've got new shirts of his in the Peter Brock Foundation, officially approved. This is the 30 years of Brock, 1978 to 2008. These are sold for about $35, and on the back it's got the Brock Richards era of that race, 6 hours, 45 minutes long, and the date and so on. Of course, 2009 will be the celebration of the 1979 win next year. Craig Lowndes, very, very popular, from long sleeve to short sleeve. 888 product, even some super cheap old jackets for those living in the colder areas, just up here. Model car wise though, even got the hoons covered. From an old Chevy Bel Air 1953 in a hotted up car, all the way through to kit form models. Here's a TRD in the MR2, for example, in the kit. These are imported from Japan. I kept about 50 different ranges in those models as well. Very, very popular, put together. So back to the clothing, V8 supercar here, 888 racing, it just never stops. Got some jackets up the top. I even keep caps as well.
Hats as well.
NASCAR, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Porsche, even standard Ford racing, just here like this one. Valentino Rossi, and then of course these other great t-shirts here. One's in red, one's in blue. Can you guess what that means? The blue one means absolutely, totally, positively, definitely, most doubt, without a doubt, Ford. On the back, Holden sucks. And the red one's the opposite way around. Holden on the front and Ford sucks on the back. So that's the difference. Yeah, so plenty of good motorbikes as well. From American Chopper. Show the light is there. Can we see that one all right?
Yeah.
Bit messy, the old store at the moment, but it's because we're so busy. And it's pretty hot today. To an absolute classic Dodge Charger, 1966.
Nice.
Beautiful stuff. Little motorbikes, 118 scale. They sell for around about $15 to $20. Fantastic value. And then of course, we also do specialised markets such as Monster Truck in the USA, done up in NASCAR colours. Back to Peter Brock, the Peter Brock stubby cooler. So we've got everything. So it's absolutely fantastic. And then, to finish off, up this end, I'll show you one of these hoists out the front in live in a moment, how it sits with a car and figures as well. This is how they come in the box. So this is a 4-piece hoist, which is more Australian type product. And then of course some of the greater high quality models, from a Panos Roadster to a Mercedes-Benz Toyota Celica, and then of course Formula One as well, from the old Juan Pablo and Kimi Räikkönen to the great Michael Schumacher.
Well, Ian, Race Nutz really has everything.
And of course, don't forget the Batman car. Batman! It's all covered. So come and see us at Shop 7, Surfers Avenue, Mermaid Beach, open 6 days. American Muscle, we've got old muscle machines, drag racing, NASCAR, Ford GT40, trucks, kits, F1, IndyCar, American Chopper,